Hello everyone, I'm Pravidi, welcoming you to a new episode of Plus Plus Adventures. In the last episode, we checked the factorials and how to ask if you want to continue doing a function or not. In this episode, what we're going to do is we are going to give out the greatest common divisor in between two numbers. So what we're going to do is, using a function, of course, we're going to ask for a first parameter and then ask for a second parameter. So it's only going to work with two numbers for now. Then we're going to check if an integer variable called I, which is just going to be a counter, equals 1, and I is lower or equal to the first variable, and it is also lower or equal to the second variable, then we add the I up until it is the same or higher than 1. So for this, it's going to be a loop. The loop will check if the division of A divided by I equals, the residue of the division of A divided by I equals 0, and if the division of the residue of the division for B divided by I is 0. And if something of that is true, then, well, if both are true, then the D, which is another variable over here, which is just an indicator to say the greatest common divisor, D is the greatest common divisor. A is our first parameter or first variable, the B is the second parameter or second variable, and the I is just a counter. So then the greatest common divisor will be the I. So then we just print our answer and we call the function over here with main. So basically what I'm doing here is just what I'm going to be doing from this point on, and pretty much from the last episode on, is I'm going to create a function at the very beginning, and then the main program is actually just going to be me calling the functions that I made. So if we try to run this, I'm already there, so G++, and it's called gcd.cpp. Do it. Okay, compile with no errors. I used to clear something, a.out, and enter a first parameter. So we're going to go, let's say, 723. Enter a second parameter, and let's get 21,543. The greatest common divisor is 3. That's cool. So do we want to check that? Yes, 723 divided by 3 is an entire 241. And 21,543 divided by 3 is 7,181. And those are integers. However, if I divide this by 5, nope. Divided by 6, which is a multiple, nope. So, yeah, I'm just going to trust this right now. But I did try to check this earlier and the function works, so let's do it again. A.out and enter a first parameter. To make this a little bit simpler, let's get 55, and the second parameter, let's just get 22. And the greatest common divisor is 11. So that's more than, that's easier to actually prove, so you guys know. The thing works pretty well, the greatest common divisor. So this is just basically us using the identity to know that one condition and a second condition are 100% completed during a certain task. So that's how you evaluate this and or sign and sign. I don't know the names. That's what it means. It means and instead of a comparison and whatnot. So it's also here. So that's going to be it for this episode of Plus Plus Adventures. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe to the channel. Spread the word. Share this video with your friends. Anyone that is trying to learn how to program. And I will see you guys next time for some announcements and some different things to do in here. Later, guys.